What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the channel. Today we'll be reacting to Avoiding America. Lake Champlain Island businesses offer discounts to lure back Canadians. Man, what did I say before about these discounts and to get the change in names and stuff, man? It's not gonna work. How are you trying to win back these people if they not even seeing the changes made in our country to even come back? You changing your name to Canada Drive. You change your street to Toronto Way. Bro, ain't nobody gonna see that but the Americans. You change your business name to Canada Love. I've been seeing like a bunch of ridiculous stuff, guys. And we've been seeing it in videos. They are literally changing Buffalo, New York, and other places in the United States to literally be like Canada. Like it's crazy. Like, you know how you drive through areas and stuff, or like in certain cities and places, you know how they got like Chinatown and this and that, different towns that represent a culture and this and that. I feel like it's literally towns in the United States that represent the country of Canada. Beavertown. Bro, they got Beavertown. You see what I'm saying? A bunch of just stereotypical things about Canada, and they're starting to put them on billboards, change their street names and business names to it, their social media names and stuff, like they're trying to win you back, as if these Americans are guilty. I mean, they must be the reason why they drove you out. They must be the reason. Maybe it wasn't Trump. Maybe it was the Americans' faults. You know what I'm saying? Because they sure are over here. Let me fix it. Let me change it. Let me do this and that to literally win your heart back over. But the main man throwing disses out there, this is so about 51st, he didn't apologize. He didn't change nothing yet to get you back on his side. But the Americans are. So why are you doing the work for Trump? Let's put it that way then. Since you guys would spend your money on this and that, you're not making no money. So why are you spending your money to try to fix things? These people ain't even, you gotta actually pay the toll and cross the bridge, right? Oh my goodness. They must be thinking, they're gonna see it on social media or something, or YouTube. That's exactly what they're seeing. They're seeing it on social media, TV, YouTube, and they're laughing at us. They are literally laughing at us. Let's jump right into this video, man. You know I could go on a rant about this. Seriously. Trying to win back Canadians, or should I say buy back, because that's literally what they've been doing. Like decorating the inside. That's another thing. Decorating the inside of their businesses and local shops and stuff and franchises so that it suits strictly Canadians. Like whatever happened to the Americans? Like I'm American. I live in America. You know what I'm saying? But I walk up in this joint, there's nothing but Canadian flags. I maple syrup stickers and this and that. What are we doing? What are we doing? You got it looking crazy. Like, I don't know. And I ain't messing with it, you know? You got the whole town looking all tourist now. I'm not messing with that vibe, especially since it wasn't like that before and Canadians was rocking with us, supporting it. Why you gotta do all the extra now? It's kind of weird and scary. It's kind of weird and scary. Imagine pulling up to a place or something like that. Somebody got your face pictures and your names and your accomplishments and this and that and things you like and stuff all over their wall. Dude, I'm not messing with it. They about to set me up and they better lock me in this basement or something. They turn me to food. I'm not doing that. I'm not, you know? You start getting these thoughts. It's crazy. Let's jump into the individual video. Link me down below in the description, man. Y'all was asking for this. I'm going to give it to you. You know I'm going to give it to you.
What Canada is doing right now is building their own resilience. They're choosing to spend their dollars in Canada. They're choosing to make sure that Canadians are supported in a time when, things are hitting our country quite hard. The steel and aluminum tariffs have been difficult. The auto tariffs, the ongoing issue with lumber tariffs, all of those things have really impacted the Canadian economy, and Canadians are feeling like we need to support our own country.
Wait. I can't believe I let that go over my head.
Our country quite hard.
Almost. Hold on. She talking about lumber problems. Canada has lumber?
Spend their dollars in Canada. They're choosing to make sure that Canadians are supported in a time when, things are hitting our country quite hard. The steel and aluminum tariffs have been difficult. The auto tariffs, the ongoing issue with lumber tariffs,
lumber tariffs. Excuse me, guys. Lumber tariffs. That's actually, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it 100. You know, I've been following this for a minute now. Ain't no shame in my game, bruh. I ain't never heard of no lumber tariff. That's my first time ever hearing a lumber tariff get mentioned. Y'all got lumber tariffs? Bro, what?
Tariffs have been difficult. The auto tariffs, the ongoing issue with lumber tariffs, all of those things have really impacted the Canadian economy, and Canadians are feeling like we need to support our own country first.
That's Canada's Consul General explaining why Canadians are avoiding America. It comes as cross-border tourism is down for the second straight year in Vermont.
Tia Trajan visited our neighbors to the north to find out why they're not visiting and when they'll be back.
Hey, when I go to Canada, as a matter of fact, I'm outside, bro. The same camera sitting on this desk, I'm outside with my hand like that. I'm recording. I'm gonna bring somebody along, don't worry. Hopefully they can hold the camera up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that'd be a vibe. I want to get like some interviews going, or at least ask a few people in public some questions, like throughout my videos and stuff when I travel there. I'm giving y'all mini vlogs, man. It's not gonna be a little timid. I'm giving y'all mini vlogs when I go to Canada. Best believe I'm getting footage. But like I like underwater and all that. I'm going all that extra stuff. You getting footage. I gotta document this. I gotta see this for the rest of my life. I gotta document every second of it. What? Every second. I'll be down there asking people questions, interviewing Americans that moved, interviewing Canadians. Yo, I'm gonna be. Oh my gosh, I got so many ideas, man.
And visited our neighbors to the north to find out why they're not visiting and when they'll be back.
Good evening, everyone. As we've been reporting all week, there's been a decline in tourism from Canada to the United States. Talking to locals here in Montreal, I found there are several possible reasons for that, but one overwhelming one. Some pointed to the rising costs and the exchange rate.
If you want to go to USA, it's so expensive.
Others described safety concerns.
Being part of the LGBTQ community as well, what's happening in the US doesn't feel that safe right now.
Everything was really messy over there.
The common thread, many Canadians don't like America's politics.
Donald Trump's fault. We don't want to go to the U.S. because of Donald Trump.
I think everyone here really just wants Trump to go.
This group of student actors tells me their whole school is actively boycotting visiting the U.S.
We went in a school trip in New York, so it was organized before the election, and we went just because all was paid and we couldn't be refunded.
So you mentioned that it was before the election. Had these plans been made after the election, do you think you would have gone?
Absolutely not.
They tell me their families share the same sentiment. The plans had to change. You're no longer looking to go to the United States.
I actually had because for 2 years I went to the States like every year with my grandfather and my father. And last year, we were supposed to go to Boston, and because of the elections, we actually decided to go to Ottawa instead.
Before the election, border crossings into Vermont peaked in August 2024 with over 381,000. In August of 2025, they dropped to 252,000. So, when might we see them go back up?
We wait when Trump leave and we come back.
I knew he was gonna say that. I knew he was gonna say that. That's everybody's answer. They're gonna hit you with, "We're gonna wait." That's literally the answer I've been getting from everyone else. Hey, Strac, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. As soon as he's out of office, I'm coming back or visiting. Huh? Like that? I seen that comment and that threw me off. Like, wait, really? Like, is that easy? You just want the man out of office, which means like anything else he try to do don't mean nothing. Like his words, none of that mean nothing. Or like, do you guys feel a certain way towards Americans as well? Because like I try to put myself in everybody's shoes, even the people that voted for the man. You can't. Ooh, I don't want to speak for all of them. Nah, actually, you should educate yourself before you vote for somebody. You know, but yet again, I feel like there was a lot of uneducated people, maybe blinded. Maybe there were some people who were aware and educated. They were simply manipulated, though. They were simply misled. You know, there was a lot of things that us Americans did not know about that our president was doing. And then when it came to the light, everybody's like, what? And I don't know, you all looking around like, look at me, you voted for it. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. Like, oh my gosh. And like I told you before, I feel like I'm not judging nobody for actually I don't judge people. But I do question, a lot of people's decisions. And I feel like a lot of people make a lot of impulsive decisions based on last minute or a connection, trying to fit in and be involved with groups or friends or family. There's some people who simply just guess because they didn't care. There's some people who simply let their kids vote for them. I'm going down the list. This is all proven. I've had parents tell me before. I let my kid vote. He's 3. I let him vote. I asked him this year, who you want? He filled a little bubble. I'm so serious. People be thinking I'll turn the camera on and get to lying, bro. If I got to lying, my nose would have been touching the lens. Nobody gotta lie, bro. Nobody gotta lie. That's why I'm not gonna judge. I'm a question. I'm not a judgy person. I am gonna question though. I don't bash nobody or none of that. You don't see me making fun of people or bashing who'd you vote for or this or that or walking around protesting and all that. Nah. But I'm gonna keep it 100. There are some Americans that are protesting and doing this and that. Are they the ones that are targeted in Canada? Like, are they the ones Canadians is like, I'm not messing with them. Matter of fact, I don't even want to go to the U.S. now because we could be supposedly supporting one of their businesses or something or this or that. You know what I'm saying? Or we just simply don't want to be around the Americans. So I try to look at both sides because we do have some Americans acting out who are ride or die for the U.S., right or wrong. And then we have some Americans that voted and this and that, and they're like, man, we made this mistakes or they came to conclusions and this and that. And they know for next time, They know for next time. And then we got the other percentage of people that didn't. There's another percentage of people that did not vote for him. I mean, come on, guys. There was other people running that had votes. Not everybody in the U.S. was voting for Trump. But a majority percentage was. When I get to walking in public, you got me side-eyeing y'all. Now I'm looking at you with side eyes now, Oh, let's get it, man.
Trump leave, and we come back to
That's
USA.
all it takes, though, is for him to get out of office, though. That was the main, question. Please let me know. As soon as he's out of office, you telling me you gonna come? You gonna come back? Or you putting a stamp on this, nah, we not putting the power back in the U.S. hands. This time we for good? I can't honestly see Canadians never visiting the United States again. But luckily I'm not that average America that thinks that we're the only country. Bro, this world is so big, and I did some research the other day. They only teach you about 50-something other countries in school in the U.S. I did some real research, bro. There's 100-something. I'm looking at the thing when was there so many countries? Now I'm like, oh, they really only teaching us about the states in the United States in this one country. So these people don't know about no other countries. They just know about states in one country, thinking that their world is literally the main center focus. There's countries that I never heard of before that I just learned about last night. Looked pictures up and this is how you spell it. How do you pronounce it? There are so many countries and everything to go to. You don't have to come to the U.S. ever again in your life. But the U.S. carries history. The U.S. has a lot of monumental sites. A lot of treasureful sites, should I say that? A lot of people like to go and pay respects to and look at and visit and tour and learn about, educate themselves on, And I feel like that's one of the big things as to why people like to come to the U.S. I feel like my supporters, all my supporters on all my other channels, when I really listen to your stories as to why you visited the United States, a lot of you guys come to have fun. But at the end of the day, y'all are coming here to educate yourselves. It doesn't matter when, where, how, this, that. You literally are coming in somewhere, somehow you will find a way to educate yourself. Learn about this or that, or to go visit this memorial site, or to go here and tour this or that. You know what I'm saying? It seems that a lot of Americans go to other countries and stuff. They don't really be trying to learn. They just be going. So I really see why y'all be coming to the U.S. Like, there's really stuff to do, stuff to learn, you know, stuff to explore and see. Beautiful. I mean, I look at pictures of Arizona and stuff. I didn't get to go to Arizona yet. Las Vegas. I'm looking like, man, it look crazy out there, like a desert type thing, like, you know. So I can imagine what people outside of this country feel like. Oh, let's go see that, you know. Especially if you live in Canada, you probably don't see the whole Canada. Now I'll get excited seeing Canada. You'll probably get excited seeing the U.S. But around these times, man, this video really got me going, man. Like,
crossings into Vermont peaked in August 2024 with over 381,000. In August of 2025, they dropped to 252,000. So when might we see them go back up?
We wait when Trump leave and we come back to USA.
It's Donald Trump's fault. Get rid of him, we coming again.
The general consensus, many will consider visiting again when the U.S. has a new president.
That's it? So we valid. We're valid. It's just not our leader. Once he's gone, that's it. Welcome back. And I hope this really shows the government, you know, Congress, our judicial system, how much power the people around the world have, and to not give it all to your president, overrule and to let him just boss you and bully you around. No, we all need to come to an agreement. And it's always should have been like that. We need to come to an agreement and we need to vote on it, you know? Straight up. That way it can be fair. That way it can be equal. Oh my goodness. That's all it takes, really, man. The government, they all better wake up and be like, oh, boy. We see what happened last time. The people got to stop supporting us. The United States literally experienced its worst. Yeah. And it wasn't no war. They didn't have to drop no nuke, no bomb. They didn't have to run down in our country. They didn't have to do none of that. All they had to do was stop buying our products, supporting our businesses, traveling, paying tolls, crossing the bridge, coming here vacation. That's all they had to stop doing. Oh yeah. And then our, you know, government, Congress, judicial, they will all see how easy it actually is to satisfy the people. As long as you control your country and the next president, you know, make it more fair, more equal. You got to have some better rules or something. And the next president has to understand as well because of the toll that America just took. I hope they understand. I hope. That way they know how easy it is to really satisfy people and to not mess things up. So next time it's like, oh, we're not going to do this, or let's not do that, or this, or let's not say that, you know? We're going to be a little more cautious now because we know what we can lose. And just the fact that we even go get these people back, like their support and everything, it's like, oh, whew. It's like, wow. And it's crazy at the same time. Like, yeah, they really showing us some mercy. You lucky they showing us mercy and they not like unforgiving people to be like, the old president said this and that. I'm never going back.
152,000. So when might we see them go back up?
We wait when Trump...
Get rid of him, we coming again.
The general consensus, many will consider visiting again when the U.S. has a new president.
It's not like the United States are going to disappear in in 4 years when Trump's not going to be in in office, then we would go.
Bernadette Jordan, Consul General of Canada, tells me the centuries of history between our countries trumps the past year of turmoil.
Canada is ready and willing to come to the table when the time is right, to make sure that we talk about these challenges, to make sure that we look at how we can best go forward to benefit both of our countries, because we are so interdependent on each other.
These students know skipping a vacation won't change the U.S. overnight, but believe their decision still matters.
But can we tell everyone that the U.S. is more dependent on the? Okay, all right. I just want to make it clear.
That we won't
impact
the economics of the U.S. with just going for vacation, but it's more for our morals.
And while these conversations don't paint the whole picture, they do offer insight into why the tourism numbers are down. I'm Tia Trudgeon reporting for Channel 3 News, Montreal.
Man, we doomed. So it literally just takes for him to get out of office. That's literally it. That's literally it. That's literally it. That's it. All of this that has happened. And if he just bye-bye, y'all coming back, bro? That's some good news though. I ain't gonna lie. Man, I want to see my Canadians around the US as well. I don't want to have to travel all the time to go meet my supporters or to run into you guys. I want you guys to run into me in my home country as well. Yeah, I'm saying, man. Please, guys, share your honest thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I would ask you guys, what are your future predictions? But it seems like we have a clear answer now. You know, we didn't really have that clear answer before. But it just clearly seems like, bro, once he leaves office, it's fine. We can't put it on to the next person. And that's matureness at its finest. At its finest. Not just from the PM, but from the citizens. My Americans, if y'all watching this video, I'm not talking to all y'all, because I love y'all deeply. I love my Americans so much. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all for real. But to the ignorant ones, the ones that are kind of lost and confused about what's really going on, because, you know, I be trying to have conversations and stuff. These people be having me feel like I'm talking too much. You know, I'm saying I done said about 1,200 words and yeah, it's crazy, man. I know.